Yo, yo, yo. Okay, I'm gonna start this off by saying I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, right? I'm a hypocrite because I be telling folks, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this is just a cautionary tale of I just made a video. I literally just made a video talking about some don't deal with hood rat shit, bro. Like, don't deal with nigga shit. Like I said, I already said this in my previous videos. I got some nigga in me. Okay, I be trying to get it out, but I still get excited by some nigga shit. Like, I'm not perfect, right? So I just want to preface the video by saying this. So forgive me, okay? Forgive me what I'm about to get into. But yeah, let's start this video, man. My bad. I'm tired, so I might sound low. It is what it is. But I just want to come with this video. Alright, so y'all know how I be like, don't deal with hood rat crap. Don't don't deal with nigga shit. This is like nigga shit. Borderlining on hood rat shit. Damn near basically there, right? Alright, so this should be a quicker video than usual. Let me turn off this fan. Actually, the fan was on when I did my preview video. Okay, so alright, so this happened like a week or two ago, right? I had this girl I know. She invited me to a pool party. This is like months in advance. She like, Ruben, I got this pool party. Come through, you know, turn it up. Now, she already had a pool party that I went to. I ended up getting fucked up and ended up throwing up everywhere because I drank way too much. Wait, I'm a drinker, but I'm not. Like, I was over drinking that night. I don't know what was going on. I was just, fuck it. I ended up having to call out the next day because I thought I could handle myself, but I drunk way too much that night. But look, all right, so Pete, I'm gonna give y'all the rundown of what happened. So, girl I know, she said, "Hey, Ruben." This is like months prior. She like, "Yo, I got this party, pool party. Come through. Flyer, everything. Send me a text." I said, "Cool, bro. I'm in that bitch. I'm in there like swimwear. All right, I'm coming through. I already know it's gonna be some nigga shit. She a nigga. She a whole nigga, right? It's gonna be some nigga shit. I gotta get that nigga shit out of my system. Sometimes I can't try to be goody two shoes all the time. I gotta get the nigga shit out of me, right? So you know, before the party, I tried to invite somebody else that we knew. We both knew. They were like, I don't know if I'm gonna come, but I'm gonna let you know. When they said I'm gonna let you know, they're not coming. All right. He's a smart guy. I give him props. He's smarter. He's more what's the word? Tamed than me. He knows how to spot some stuff and leave himself out of it. Right. Me, I'll spot something and I'll be like, this probably will happen, or some dumb shit will probably happen, and still do it. That's just the type of person I am. I'm smart, but I'm not. I'm kind of fucking slow. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, like leading up to the party, I'm like, I don't know if I should really go. I feel like it's gonna be some stupid crap gonna happen, right? But then I started thinking, I was like, wait, it was a different situation within the same situation. And I was like, you know what? I got somebody home to bring, and we're gonna have a good time, right? That was a few different reasons why I brought this person, right? But that's not even part of the story, right? So day of the party come up, you know, grab the person I'm going with, we go, right? Everything's smooth, right? Everything is smooth. I start to drink a little bit, get a little liquor in my system. I can't smoke, so I'm gonna get some liquor in my system. I'm trying to have a good time, right? Get a little liquor in my system, right? Now, when I get liquor in my system, I get talkative. I talk to everybody more. Hey, yo, what's up? Everybody, just very talkative. Right? I start talking to motherfuckers. It's like, so the first party we had was way more lit than this party because they had like, that first party had to have like 40 people in that one little pool area. This time it was probably about at max 20, right? So it's not as lit because the last time we had niggas playing, it was like, when I say the epitome of nigga shit, the epitome of nigga shit was that first party. It was good vibes, right? Niggas playing dominoes here, got motherfuckers smoking like a crowd of niggas smoking Black and Mild, just niggas dancing, motherfuckers just shaking ass over here. Cool, I'm just did the same thing that first party. Talked to everybody. I just drunk too much, ended up throwing up and taking my ass to sleep at the party. Everybody clown my ass for taking my ass to sleep in this one little corner, right? But so yeah, second party going cool. But I'm peeping the scene and I'm like, I still have that's like a little feeling like something is gonna go wrong, right? Now the girl I know, she invited me to the party, but it was another chick, a lesbian chick, that I became cool with, right? And she'll tell me other events like, hey, if I show up late or something, or I come to like an after party or something, or I go to like something that's after the main event because I ain't feel like traveling to the main event, she always tell me like, yo, like, this person, I'm not gonna say who, but she'll be like, this person, get on my damn nerves, yada yada yada. I'm like, fuck, this shit can't be that bad. Right? Now let's just hear that part out, and keep it in your head. Right? Okay, so I started talking to people. I talked to this older lady. I was trying to get at this one chick at the party, cause the person I brought, they were like, bro, she got a fat ass, she cute as fuck. I was like, I'm about to try to get down on that. I'm about to, smooth talk or whatever, just joke around with her. Just fuck with her, talk to her or whatever. Do what I do, right? Now, I try to do what I do, then, because there's a lot of family members there. Not my family members, but just family members there, right? Now, I kind of got like fake bombarded, but like everybody, we joking around still. They were like, oh, you better treat her right, because, if not, we got this person, that person, oh yeah, right, whatever, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll treat her right, you ain't gotta worry about me. You ain't gotta worry about me, right? I'm just making conversation for real. I'm just making conversation with everybody, trying to get through this party, trying to have a good time, right? So I was like halfway flirting, but I wasn't like really flirting. I was like, it was a weird mix, just playing it, trying to play it cool, right? But they start saying, yeah, we got this people behind her. Then they start saying like, oh, so they said something like, I can't have her or something. I was like, okay, cool, right? So I guess it was her aunts or something like that. Her aunt, older lady, right? I made a joke. I'm the type of person, that energy where you take an older lady dancing in a party just to like make her feel good about everything and get her lively or whatever, get her into the mood, right? My version of that, I'll take a lady dancing, an older lady dancing, but also I'm a fake flirt with an older lady so she can feel good about herself. I do that. That's something I do a lot. I fake flirt with old ladies. If they look that good, I for real mean it. But in this situation, I didn't really mean it, right? But look, this is why I said, hey, y'all just said I can't have her. I was like, if I can't have her, let me have you, right? Since y'all close, y'all same family, right? Just joking, right? Then she got like taken aback or whatever, everybody's still in a joking mood, everybody's still in a good mood, we just talking shit, right? I said, "Oh, if I can't have her, then let me have you, right?" And she's like, "Girl, I'm too." She said, "Boy, I'm too old for you." I was like, "Don't play with me now. I'll show you some things, right? Stuff like that. Just fucking around, joking." Uh, then this is where things got sour. Cause look, I'm drunk. When you're drunk, you're not gonna remember shit, right? You're not, and you're gonna say something that you probably shouldn't say, but it's in your head, right? Now she kept going on like, "Oh, I'm too old for you. I'm too old." I'm like, "Okay, like, all right, cool. Like, we get it, but I'm still joking. I'm just making conversation, right?" Now I said to this lady, I said something about her being old, right? And she instantly got mad, bro. Instantly got mad. I was like, "Oh shit." So I kind of like went off. I backed myself away from the situation, right? But I still like try to like play with her a little bit just to make sure she ain't feeling no type of way. She felt some type of way, right? Now, mind you, this is the person that the lesbian girl had told me about. Now, I didn't know that was that person. I was clueless. I wish she would have fucking told me from the jump because I would have left her alone, right? So I'll try to like rectify the situation. I'm just still playing with her a little bit. Like, I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. Da da da. I said some stupid shit. I was saying some stupid shit trying to rectify the situation. But after a bit, I just like backed off from the situation, started fucking with other people. Just going around having fun. People tossing the ball and shit and hitting the shit. All right. Now after about 10 minutes from me talking to this lady, right? Here comes a dude, right? This is the juicy part of the situation, right? And this is where all the lessons and my review and me telling you, hey, you probably shouldn't think this way. You probably shouldn't be doing certain things. This is where it's gonna start, right? So what the fuck happened? Okay, I'm sitting in the middle of the pool, right? We throwing a ball. I think I started moving to another side of the pool to go fuck with some other people, right? Like I think I talked to the person I had brought to the party, and I started moving to the other side of the pool, right? Because I was gonna talk to somebody else, right? But then like out of nowhere, a dude that I was talking to and like having fun with in the party, right? A dude just randomly just stopped the whole party. I'm gonna tell you this is how the party ended. All right. He said, I think he said, this is just my recollection of what happened, right? I think he said, "Hey, bro, you need to He was like, I don't know what you got going on, but you need to calm your hormones or something like that. You like control your hormones." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Right? And I'm just sitting there like I didn't even know he was talking to me at first, right? Then he kept going, and then I looked at her. I was like, "You talking to me?" Because he was like, I kind of realized he was looking towards my way. Then I looked around. I'm like, "There's nobody else." So I'm like, "You talking to me?" He was like, "Yeah, you." I didn't say it. Like I don't think I said it loud enough for him to hear it, but I think he knew when I looked around. He was like, "Yeah, you." I'm like, "Hold up. What the fuck are you talking to me for?" All right, that just went through my mind. I'm like, why are you talking to me? All right. He was like, "Yeah, you got this lady saying that you messing with her and her niece, yada yada yada." I'm like, "Bro, what?" Wait. So I started putting some together. I'm like, "You saying I need to control my hormones, and you saying that I'm messing with people, right?" Now I start to get a little irritated because I realize I'm like, this nigga's literally singling me out from the party and saying some stupid shit right now, and he really about to piss me off, right? But yeah, he's like, "Yeah, you got this lady saying you messing with her and her niece." Did I say nephew? Her niece, um, and you need to chill out, da da da. Right now, everybody stop, and then this is when he says some stupid shit, right? And I'm gonna tell you the lesson in this later. I'm gonna say the whole situation, and I'm gonna sum it all up, right? What you need to get from the situation, right? So this is when he said the dumb shit that really set me over the edge. And if it wasn't for like a few people like, hey, Ruben, chill, and people like backing him up, I probably would have gotten in the fight that night, right? And honestly, I ain't gonna say what I did to him, right? But he said something about, oh yeah, cause I got a 4 or 5 with your name on it. I look at this nigga like the exact face I'm making right now. I'm like, nigga, like, bro, get the fuck on, bro. You get the fuck on, bro. So I told my son, look, I got my 9 right here. What you want to do? Like, what the fuck do you want to do? I told him that. I was like, what you want to do? I got my 9 right here. Like, don't play with me. And the person I brought, I know they kept their shit like right the fuck there. Like they had their shit, right? And they started looking at me a certain way, like, and I already know this person would not hesitate, right? But and they got dead aim for a certain reason, right? But yeah, I'm just like, bro, what like, why is this dude tripping out right now, right? And people pulled him away, like try to tell him like, hey, yo, chill. Cause I think the girl that invited me, her boyfriend, he knows that I'm just that type of person. I don't mean it to like some overly sexual way. Like if I'm flirting with you or if I'm messing with you, I don't mean it. I don't mean that shit. I don't. I'm just making conversation, trying to go along with the party. That's just the type of person I am, especially with the old ladies. Like, I don't mean that shit. Dead ass. Now, the other chick, I even said this to my, I was like, the other chick was, watch me with her, right? But I'm going to tell you some other shit, like, in a second, right? So, they separate him. He's still going on for about 5-10 minutes. Somebody pulled me back. The chick that invited me, she pulled me back. She's like, Ruben, just chill, please chill. I'm just telling her, I'm like, I'm calm, I'm fine. I'm confused with what the fuck is going on, right? Now, it comes out that this older lady went and told him that I was harassing her. And I was like, how dare you say some shit like that? How dare you say some shit like that, right? And then this is when the girl, the lesbian chick, she was like, Ruben, she's like that. She overblows every fucking thing. And I asked the chick that I was trying to get at, I was like, yo, did I make you feel uncomfortable or anything? She's like, no, I don't know what the fuck he's tripping about. I don't know what the fuck he's tripping about. And then that's when it was told to me like, hey, the older lady came to me, said that you were messing with her and her niece. And I'm like, bruh, look, I'm just making conversation. I'm just trying to have fun, right? But yeah, okay, so this is what happened after a while, right? Everything calmed down, right? I'm still in the pool, right? The girl that invited me, she's still like by me, like, hey, yo, Ruben, chill. But he calms down, then he comes over. I step to him while I'm in the pool. He's outside the pool, right? And we start talking. And it's not even over yet. Like, the bullshit is over yet, but the lesson ain't over yet, right? He starts talking crazy. The man's drunk. He's drunk as fuck. So that's why I'm like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. Because he was outside the pool kneeling, and I'm standing up in the pool. And we're like face to face, basically. And we talking, like, everything calm now, we talking. He's still saying like slightly crazy shit. You know, like when somebody's saying some shit like passive aggressively, and he's still saying like little dumb stuff. And it took like when I tell you, it took everything in me not to just hit that nigga and shit. Like it took everything in me. Like I was proud of myself. Now what stopped me from really doing it is I had looked over at the person that I brought, and I was like, you know what, I brought you here to have a good night. I ain't bring you over here to see me hit somebody in their shit and then possibly have to go for my gun and shoot somebody because they trying to go get their gun. I ain't doing that. I'm good. I'm not even trying to, because it's not even worth it. Like, I'm not even going to do that. But he was sitting in my face just saying little passive aggressive stuff. And I'm going to tell you the lesson in all this. Because he still said something about like, oh, when you come to a function and there's family, You need to chill out. And I'm like, I already asked Shawty ass, like, did I make her uncomfortable? The main thing I was doing with her was joking around with her. We were laughing with each other. I had her laughing. That's it. I ain't say nothing off the wall. I ain't even say, Shawty, you look cute. Shawty, you think it's. I ain't say none of that. All I was doing was joking. Like, we was just joking around. I asked her, I was like, what you like to do? She's like, oh, I like to go on nature trails. I was like, girl, I got a perfect one I could take you to. Y'all just making conversation, right? He's still making like little passive jokes, saying something about, oh yeah, you know, because if I really wanted to, I could have just grabbed my gun and that would have been your ass or some shit. And I'm like, bro, like, just stop. Like, and I said, and then we had got to a point where he had told me again what happened. And I was like, look, I already asked her, did I make her uncomfortable? And you still tripping. You still like doing this little slick ass talk. And the lesson in this, right? Because we came to a conclusion, because the lesbian chick had came to me and she like came to both of us and was like, yo, like she likes the older lady likes to overblow stuff. So we had came to a conclusion that it was a misunderstanding because this older lady went and overblown some shit, right? Because she was mad that I called her old. It had slipped out my mouth and I called her old. Because I know that's exactly why she got pissed off, because she was loving everything I was saying. Like, she was laughing, everybody laughing, you know. Until I said that, oh, that's when I saw it. I was like, damn, she got mad. And that's when I felt, I was like, damn, something gonna happen. But I said, let me back up. Let me just back off of it. You know, I'm trying to rectify the situation. If it don't work, back off of it. So we came to the conclusion that she overblew some shit and he got emotional, right? Because I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So apparently he brought a friend that was actually his friend that he brought was actually making the girls uncomfortable at the party, right? And he had checked his friend, right? And then when the older lady came to him, he took that same energy and started trying to spaz out on me. And I'm like, nah, I'm the wrong target, because I didn't make nobody uncomfortable. That older lady, she just got offended that I let something slip out my mouth and she's overblowing the situation. And you're acting emotional when what you could have did is be like, hey, yo, let me talk to you real quick. And pull me to the side and we could have talked about it and the party would have still went for about an hour longer. Because it was like 12:30-ish a.m., 1 a.m., and everybody was planning to be there till about 2 a.m. And you could have pulled me to the side, be like, hey, yo, you, let me talk to you. Come here real quick. Let me talk to you. Pull me over to the side. That's what I would have done. If I was in his foot, somebody came, well, in his shoes, and somebody would have came and talked, like said something to me, like, hey, yo, this is going on. I'm going to get this person's perspective, because I'm not just going to I'm not going to react to what this lady is saying. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, and this is the real lesson that a lot of dudes need to understand. Women love to control the narrative of what the fuck is going on, bro. They love to control the narrative of what's going on. Rarely are you going to ever get the bullshit on their side, or how do I put it? The bullshit on their side, or just like the whole of what's going on. You're not going to get the whole concept of what's going on. You're just going to hear like an emotionally charged thing. And when they come to you like that, they're trying to get you to be on their side. They love controlling the narrative. That's ladies. That's how they survive. Women are survivalists. They survive off of manipulating shit. They'll manipulate you. They'll manipulate a situation. They'll manipulate a narrative. It's up to you as a man, when you hear some shit coming from a lady, to be like, or just people in general, bro. Because I've had people tell me some stuff, and I'll be like, you know, I got to evaluate it for myself. I got to get both sides of the story. I'm not just going to go after your side of the story. Even you could be a friend of mine, and I'll be like, yeah, I believe you. But if anything comes out that, hey, this may not be entirely true, I'm going to take that information, and I'm going to come to my own conclusion. So what he could have done is been like, yo, come here. I would have happily gotten out the pool. He would have talked to me. And I'd be like, you know, no. Like, yo. And I'd have gone to the one younger chick. I'd have been like, hey, what were we talking about? And she would have told him, hey, it's nothing serious. Because, again, I ain't even make a pass at her. Just joked around with her, had a conversation. That's it. And it would have all been done from there. But I'm going to tell you another thing. Women will, like, especially women, but people in general, but women will find that crash out, that like he over emotional and he don't think for 1 second. They will go towards that dude to start some shit. Women love starting bullshit, bro. That's another thing. Women love bullshit. Some people in general, cause I know a few dudes that like to start bullshit, that like to start some shit. But I'm trying to tell you, it's profound in women. Like it's really, women love starting bullshit, especially when they feel like done wrong. They love starting bullshit, bro. So I'm gonna talk about the whole lesson in this, right? On my perspective, where I was wrong, right? I had a feeling something was gonna happen, and I should have just extricated myself from the situation and not even went to the party. But again, I like nigga shit, bro. I like me some nigga shit once in a blue. It is what it is. I'll grow out of it. I'm only 25 years old. I'll grow out of it very soon. I know that, right? But so I should have just not went to the party. What else could I have done? I could have not called that lady old, because I was already fucked up, because I was getting the one chick's name wrong. I kept asking the girl that invited me to the party. I was like, yo, what's her name again? Because I was that fucked up. I wasn't fucked up, but I was like gone. I was fucked up. So I kept saying the wrong name, because I think it was like Natalie or some shit. And I kept saying, I don't even think it was Natalie. It was something with an N. Nah, something. And I kept saying different names, and she was like, bro, that's not even my name. Like, what the fuck? And we was just laughing about it. And I had to swim over to Shawty. I was like, hey, bro, what's her name? And she'd be like, bro, like, I'm like, damn, I fucked up. But so I could have not called that lady old, but I let it slip out my mouth. And on his end, because I'm gonna say this. I expect BS from women. This is gonna sound real sexist. This is gonna sound real messed up. I don't put a lot of expectations on women. I really don't. I put very low expectations on women. I do my best to keep it at a bare minimum, so I don't get pissed off by the dumb crap that they do. So I don't really, they say the expectations you put on someone is what you think about them. And I don't think about women as low, but generally they do dumb crap. So I don't really hold them to much expectations, right? Now his part, he could have heard that information that he got. And he could have came to me, and we could have came to a resolve, and the party would have kept going. This literally stopped the party. He could have got the information, be like, okay, let me talk to him real quick. Be like, hey yo, like came to me in the pool, or like be like, hey yo, let me speak to you real quick. Let me get out the pool, talk to me. We come to a conclusion. Hey, yo, my bad. Or hey yo, just watch yourself. And I'm like, hey bro, you got a point. And I went by my business, right? But no, he got emotionally charged. He came to me saying some wild ass shit, man. And I don't really like that. So that's what it was, a threatening me part that was like really wanting to like just hit his ass while he was kneeling down to me near the pool, like grab him and pull him into the pool and just like beat the ever loving shit out of him. But then I would be over emotional like him, and I was like, you know what, let me not do that shit. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm just chill, go home, Cause why engage into the BS when I could just go home tonight and just go to sleep, and it'll be out my head in like 2 days. It really was out my head. Like I I don't even think about it again. It was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago this happened, and I just talked about it. I was supposed to do this video a while ago, but I've been busy or lazy. But yeah, um, people stop being emotional, bro. Y'all gotta people gotta sit back and think about stuff. You really gotta sit back and think about stuff. Cause he could have won it. Cause he could have executed his threat. Went to his, cause he said something about, he was like, yo, if I really wanted to shoot you or some shit, I could have went to my car, and then I was like, okay, and he didn't. I get it. All right, I get what you're saying. If you really wanted to, this is when he sobered up a little bit. But if he really wanted to execute that threat, then then his ass would have been in jail over some bull crap that the lady was saying that was sprinkled some falseness in it, and then we got somebody shot or dead and somebody else in jail over what a person got to say, and you getting emotional about it. A lot of dudes are in jail these days because they got over emotional about something. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Sometimes I get emotional. Sometimes, I'll crash out. I'm not perfect. But, that type of situation, I don't think I'll ever get into no bull crap like that, because I'm going to sit back and think about the situation, and I'm going to put context clues. I'm going to evaluate the situation like, hey, yo, is there some type of point to this, to what this person's saying? Is there some type of evidence that, hey, this person has did this, or, I'm going to sit back and think for a split second, then I'm going to react. That's just the type of person I am. Guys, don't go to jail. Don't get into no bull crap. Following what somebody else got to say. Sit back and think, bro. Sit back and think for real. You'll avoid a lot of crap, bro. A lot of stuff. But yeah, that's it. Sit back and think.